Hello everybody, E here, back again with another Stephen King list. This time, Casey, how you doing, man? I am finally doing my next 5 Stephen King, best of top Stephen King list, whatever. We're going to jump right into it because this video is likely going to be a longer video. First and foremost, this is more for the entire series than anything else and not just for this specific book, okay? So keep that in mind. We got The Dark Tower. And yes, this one is probably my third favorite in the series. If I had to say my second favorite is Drawing of the Three, and my first, of course, as you guys saw on the last top 5 King, Wastelands is my favorite book in the series. But I picked this one to show off because it encompasses the entire series and it brings the series to a whole. And I also want to make sure I throw out there that this is my number 10 best Stephen King experience as far as novels are concerned. It's the entire series. So while I pick up this one, my favorite one is, my second favorite would actually be Drawing of the Three. But the entire series as a whole is number 10. Number 9, ugh, that's huge. The Stand. The complete and uncut edition, because I haven't read the original yet. I'm going to. Calm yourself down. I have this one back here, but that's the first edition. I don't want to tear it up. So once Cemetery Dance does theirs, I will read that one. Yeah, I don't think I have to explain why this is on this list. At number 9, it comes down this way because there is a lot of stuff in here that hopefully when I read the original version, it's not in there. There's a lot of stuff as far as when they're rebuilding the town, the city in Boulder. It bored the crap out of me. I don't care about any of the city politics, any of that stuff, any of the city positions that each one takes up. I mean, it was a little bit interesting there at first, but I think it droned on way too long. One thing I worry about, I know for a fact, is there's less Trash Can Man in the original one, but people like that one more than this one, so I'm not sure why, because Trash Can Man is one of my favorite characters in the whole book. So that's number 9. Number 8, Insomnia by Stephen King. You will notice a thread here, I think, with these 3 books. They're all Dark Tower related. And they're also huge. This one comes in, I think, right at 800 pages. Let's see here. It doesn't matter. 787. Anyways, Ralph Roberts' story, it reminds me a lot. Well, it doesn't remind me, but Revival reminds me a lot because you have an older man as a protagonist. Of course, in Revival, you follow Jamie throughout his entire life. With this one, we meet Ralph right when his wife has passed away. I think it's just old age. But it opens up with that. It's another one like Bag of Bones that opens up with a death. And then we get to know, after the fact, we get to know why this person was so, and Lisi's story, why this person meant so much. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it's the first time it's ever occurred to me that he does that a lot. His books open up with someone dying, and then we learn about that person in hindsight. Anyways, Insomnia, number 7. Number 6 is Steph. Hairy-faced Steph. That's right. It's number 7. That was number 8. I'm sorry. This is number 7. The Shining. This book's great. I don't know how else to put it. I've talked about it several times on the channel already in Thursday Theorist, and I've mentioned it in other things. But it's I'm going to put this down because it's all crinkly. You know what I'm talking about, though. It's the topiary animals, the hedge animals, whatever you want to call them, terrify me every time I read it. But the book, to me, is great from beginning to ending. And yeah, I don't like the Kubrick film. I don't like the made-for-TV movie either. I don't think they've gotten it right yet. I feel the same way about Carrie. But The Shining is definitely right there. It's where it should be at number 7. And number 6, I've talked about this before, is Misery. Perfect book. I mean, from beginning to end, it is a perfect experience. There is, other than Pet Sematary, there is no better under 500-page Stephen King book. Period. Hands down. I don't care what anybody says. There's not a lull, a drag, any point in this book where I'll speak for myself, where I wanted to put it down. And the only under 500 page book that I know of, well, then you got Revival also, Revival and Pet Sematary. But Revival is better just because like I've said before, it encompasses that entire time frame of this guy's life. This is a perfect experience because he never leaves the house, ever. There are scenes from the sheriff, but they're very small scenes. And I think somebody asked me why I found Misery scary. And I think it's because we never see things from Annie Wilkes' point of view. We never see things in her head. We see things from Paul Sheldon's point of view, and it's just, I think it's so much more disturbing that we never get Annie's rationalizations, other than the little tidbits that she allows us to see. And I think that's much more effective than coming right out of it and putting the camera in her head. So anyways, what do you guys think? Leave your next, if you left your list of the top 1 through 5 the last time, leave your 6 through 10 in this one. Until next time, I have been E, you have been you. This has been another Stephen King list. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.